Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make bails. These could be bails to be put on various types of pendants like I've seen here, but I'm not actually making any pendants this time. I'm just going to show you how to make some bails. So the first bail I'm going to make is my favorite, which is using like the Peters tweezers type tools, which are like little pinchers that come together to form a hole in your glass. Like that. And so you just have a flattened paddle of glass and you pinch your little tweezers together, and I just like twist my glass up and down in the tweezers, so it moves it in the tweezers until I get the hole established. And sometimes you'll hear or feel a little crunch and you've gotten through and actually created a little hole. And so I do that until the hole is established, and then I use my little dental tool, one of my favorite tools, to actually get in there and spread out that hole. So you want something really skinny because the hole is going to be very small. And so I'm just shaping this up until I have a nice even bail. And the hole is as big as I want. That's another issue you might be looking at, is how large do you want your hole. And so you make it as wide as you want or as skinny as you want. Sorry, I went out of screen there a little bit. And then the last thing you want to do is just straighten up your bail so that it's even with the rest of your pendant, if we had a pendant there. So that's the first bail. And the second bail I'm going to show is one that's just stretching it out and curving around a little hook shape to actually create your bail. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm actually like pulling it down a little bit, and I'm going to flip my glass over and make a little hook, like so. And so this one is a little too long for the attachment, so I'm just going to push it down to attach and get off that extra little dollop of glass. If it was the right length already, you wouldn't have to do that. But you want to make sure this attachment, see, I'm pushing it in there, that attachment is fully melded in with the rest of the bail on the bottom. I'm straightening it out a little bit, and now I'm just gonna stretch out the hole like I did the first time. And so it's a little uneven, it's a little fatter on one side than the other, so I'm trying to move that glass. So I'm stretching out the fatter part of the bail, and I'm going to try to make it curve around to the skinnier part so it's a more even bail, an even thickness around the hole. But you can also make a bail right on a mandrel, and a little bead there right on a mandrel, and attach that to your pieces. But just make sure your mandrel is like on the very edge of the kiln. The bail's like barely in the kiln, and so your mandrel's mostly sticking out, or else your mandrel will get really hot. Also, what you could do with these bails, and there's the second bail, all finished, but what you could do with these bails is you can punty them up with a stringer right at the top of the bail, and actually put those in the kiln and have pre-made bails ready to just melt on and attach to your piece. And just leave a little dollop of glass at the bottom so you have something to melt to be able to put it into your piece. So the last piece I'm going to make, or the last bail I'm going to make, is just a pre-attached bail where I actually make little starting dots. And I like to do this especially on my hearts, so I could put this little starter dot on each one of my heart humps at the top, and to have a nice even bail going across the heart. And you could see one of my hearts in that opening picture there. And so I'm just making the humps and then attaching a stringer of glass to each hump, leaving a hole in the middle, and then making as thick as I need it for a nice solid bail. And then I'm just going to pull it out into the shape that I want and even it out. Make sure it's all melded in and the bail is fully attached. And sometimes holding it downward helps to move the glass if your glass is a little too thick at the base. Let gravity help you out there. and this is going to be the third bail. So hopefully this will help you with starting to go off mandrel. Thanks for watching.